Welcome to the Elevating Leaders series, where we go beyond the headlines and straight to the people who are redefining insurtech and business transformation. We've caught up with the visionaries and the pioneers that are currently driving the industry forward, bringing you exclusive insights, strategies, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. If you're ready to go deeper, this is your front row seat to the future of insurance. I'm Miguel Edwards, and this is 5 Minutes.
Your obviously conviction and that piece, that passion is table stakes. I'm sure you have an opportunity to work with lots of other founders, and especially being part of Y Combinator, you're kind of in a pretty nice network of individuals. Mm-hmm. What are some of the qualities and behaviors that you think you see that you would consider destructive to the founder mentality? Things that you would say that you would watch out for, that if you're seeing these things, this is not what you want in a founder.
Yeah, I think that there are many people that kind of follow trends and follow the hype. Yeah. I mean, again, I haven't spoken with many founders doing AI now, but I bet there are a lot of people who just jumped the bandwagon and they just don't really understand or care. And I think that's when, AI, like any other trend, again, we saw embedded insurance 2 years ago. I saw the machine learning AI 5 years ago. Whatever those the hype passes, there's a correction. Things get hard, money dries, and I bet that a lot of those companies won't make it because only the founders who really have conviction, who Y Combinator has the whys, right? Why you? Why now? As another word that I forgot. But the point is, if you don't check those boxes, the why you is like, you never did anything in AI, you do not understand the technology, you have absolutely no differentiator versus what Google and others can be doing. It's like, you probably shouldn't be doing that, right? So I think the number one factor, and I went to business school, and this is it's some trait that is sometimes common in business school students. They just chase the next shiny object.
Right. Yeah.
That I think doesn't work for founders, because when things get hard, you probably don't have that kind of the grit, the passion to stick. And then they're gonna look back and get a McKinsey offer and then call it a day.
I love it. That's super helpful for me to think about, and because obviously I've talked to a lot of founders, and I never know whether or not I'm talking to someone who's got really something. And so even I think about it, it's like, well, why is this different? Where is your expertise in this whole thing? So I love that as a little bit of a filter.
And it's and I would say the positive characteristic here is grit, right?
Yeah.
Because if the person, like, if you have the passion, if you really care, and you are well qualified, well positioned to do that, and you have the grit, you can wait as long as it takes, right? Because it goes back to, you look at a mirror and you ask, like, what could I be doing now? What do I want to do? And as long as the answer is like, I still want to do this, that's where you get, and going back to your question about, how did you guys go through this at least couple of years that were very turbulent? And that's the answer. We look and say that we want to build that product. We believe in it. And I think as long as the founders have that, they can weather the storm. They can wait. They can stop paying themselves salaries, do whatever sacrifice, like we did back then, and do whatever sacrifices that you have. And if you don't have that, the first bump on the road probably destabilizes you, and then it's hard to continue.
Yeah, no, that's fascinating. That's fascinating. So Matheus, let's close on this. Your crystal ball, man. So we're here surrounded by lots of innovation, and your product is obviously incredibly innovative. How do you keep innovating? What's next? What's on the horizon?
Yeah, for us, what is on the horizon is definitely continue to expand our platform to new use cases. So we believe our platform should be the infrastructure that powers any embedded insurance case. We already have over 10 different use cases of P&C insurance in our platform. So we already proved that can work horizontally. But for us, the next is to get dozens, hundreds of different use cases.
Right.
So that's going to be a big area for us. And obviously the other one, as we talked about, it's AI, right? So how can we continue to deploy AI or accelerate the deployment of AI tools we see that more as a way to increase the efficiency of our platform. We don't have right now anything that we think we're going to completely transform the ways we do, but we believe we can get much better, much efficient by taking advantage of those innovations when it comes to Gen AI and then especially on the services side of our business.
Fantastic. That's awesome.
Thank you for joining this episode of 5 Minutes. If you've enjoyed our discussion, we'd love for you to share it with anyone else you think might find it interesting. Also, please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you're listening on and hit that bell to stay on top of the game with our practical 5-minute episodes. We look forward to seeing you again next week.